So Sean Wotherspoon had one of the most hyped up Nike Air Max sneakers to release to date. Honestly, it was such a crazy deal. His design of the Air Max 197 won the Nike contest, and it won over the hype market for sure because people were fiending for this shoe when it came out. It was a very cool original spin on a pair of Air Max 97s with a one bottom, but the crazy thing is hybrids and Nikes and Jordans and stuff are not really a thing, but he still made it popular and cool. Sean Wotherspoon became a household name to the hype sneakerhead market, and that could be a blessing and a curse, as you'll find out in this video. After his success with Nike, he took his talents to Asics and then created a collaboration with them, and then soon after ended up doing some collaborations with Adidas. Unfortunately, the Adidas collaborations have not really caught on to that hype sneaker market. However, there's obviously a core amount of followers that really appreciate what Sean's bringing to the table. But the lackluster performance on the resale market for a lot of the newer products with Adidas, it's just made his products appear less desirable to the masses, which is kind of a plus and the minus. I guess it's, again, kind of the downside of having all the limelight that he had from the Air Max 1 and then transitioning to where he's trying to find his footing. So in this video, I wanted to go ahead and show you guys the Superturf, which is a creation that he did with Adidas and has some collaboration with Disney as well. Jiminy Cricket on here and everything. But I got these from Kicks World to give them a try because honestly, I just wanted to see, like, why are people sleeping on Sean Wotherspoon's collaborations? Let's go ahead and check these out. So this video is going to be sponsored by Kicks World. If you haven't heard of Kicks World, you can go check them out in the description of the video. You can save like 30% off of your order with my link specifically in the description. If you haven't heard of Kicks World, it's an online subscription service where you can get a pair of sneakers for a monthly subscription fee, wear them as much as you want through the month, and then send them back and exchange them for another pair and continue your service, or you can just cancel your service at any time. I do like the idea of Kicks World service though, because it gives you the opportunity to try out sneakers that you haven't before, figure out the sizing of something that you want to eventually buy, like an Air Jordan 1. Maybe you don't know what size you are, and then you finally hit on a raffle. You want to make sure that you get the right size. But anyway, check them out in the description of the video. So first things first, this box is kind of fire. It is the Superturf Adventure, and it does say Superturf Adventure SW for Sean Wotherspoon. Retail was $160, and they do have some blessing from Disney on here as well, because Adidas does collaborations with Disney. I'm sure they had to pull some strings, but Sean Wotherspoon made it happen, and I like it. I think it's kind of cool. You have Jiminy Cricket on the tongue that is hidden behind a zip, and we'll get into that detail in a second. But first, there is a bag that it came with. It says Superturf Adventure, Adidas Sean Wotherspoon, and then on the other side, it's actually kind of dope. It shows that this shoe is 100% vegan, which I think is really, really cool. So it's vegan. All materials used in the product, including glues and colors, are free from animal ingredients. Upper materials recycled corduroy, PU-coated recycled non-woven. Lining is 100% recycled polyester. They use cork for the sock liner cover. The cork is a renewable material made from bark from the cork tree. The outsole uses natural rubber from rubber trees and waste rubber content. I didn't even know there was a such thing as a rubber tree. But that's pretty crazy. So I like the fact that Sean Wotherspoon's taken like the Adidas approach to the products and really making it like green, which is pretty cool, honestly. And conceptually, it's not too far different from what he was doing from the Air Maxes as well. Those were corduroy because of vintage thrifting. This is definitely like an outdoor sort of vibe to it, but there is corduroy on these as well. And just for a little background, there are a couple other models that Sean actually designed with Adidas. This is just the last one that I got, I believe, but there's a ZX8000 Super Earth. There's also the Superstar and the EQT Support 93. Anyways, this colorway is crazy, and at first glance, I look at the shoe and I'm like, it's kind of cool. Like, it's just different. Like, I like that he used so much different contrasting colors on the upper. Again, kind of similarly different from what he did on the Nike front. I mean, you have greens, purples, blues, orange, a little bit of yellowish sort of color on the side, different textures of materials, and all vegan friendly. Is pretty impressive that he's able to do something like this. The cork liner is cool, and then the zip tongue with the laces over top of it. You have the Sean Wotherspoon logo on the back of one shoe and the Adidas logo on the back of the other one. But this is the thing that I think most people are like, what is happening right here? And he included this little pouch on the tongue of the shoe. Now, I'm not sure what I would store in this pouch 100%. I'd probably put like chewing gum in there or something. I really have no idea. Maybe a key. But I do think it probably makes functional sense if you're actually going to be using these for hiking and stuff. You could put your wallet and your car keys in here depending on the size of your wallet, and maybe a chapstick, it looks like right here. I personally just don't really love this concept. And then you do have to unlace the shoes to actually take off the bag, but I wanted to leave them on just to see what I thought. Maybe it looked better on feet. To me, it still didn't really work on feet, but I like that he's doing something a little bit different, and the fact that it's removable, a big plus. Anyway, some words from what Adidas says about this collaboration. Celebrating the great outdoors with Sean Wotherspoon. Sean channels his love for the outdoors in the new Superturf Adventure SW, a fresh spin on the rugged and trail-ready Response Hover Turf silhouette. The Superturf Adventure SW is adorned with whimsical and playful details inspired by natural world. His design comes from a vivid pop of color and materials that we've come to expect from Sean. Saddle into the shoe with a speed lace enclosure and a detachable pouch, which can be removed and worn around the neck or fastened on the belt loop and whatnot. They do have a little tab thing on the back, which is noticeable. Disney's Jiminy Cricket from Pinocchio also makes an appearance, a reference that links Witherspoon's childhood memories to the Disneyland Resort and a well-known recycling bins that can be found. I didn't even know that they actually had recycling bins with Jiminy Cricket, so that's awesome. He reminds us to recycle, please. Recycled components are featured throughout, including 100% recycled polyester in the sock liner and insole and 20% polyester for the upper. This is also the fourth and final collaboration with Sean Wotherspoon and Adidas. I'm wondering if they're going to have him re-up and create more stuff or not. It'll be interesting to see how it pans out. But the crazy thing to me is that the resale on these are like 40% under retail, which is nuts. Like retail at 160, you can get them for under $100, which is pretty crazy, honestly, to think about. I do like that it's kind of a reimagined model, and if you actually like this model, I'll link them to Adidas as well. They do have just the baseline models without the pouch and without his collaboration, and they're on sale for like 114 or something like that, or 112. Anyway, getting into some things that I like about the shoe. Color blocking, fire. I think that the rugged traction and the trail runner style of shoe, it's like a 90s inspired trail runner. I personally love that. I think that looks great. The traction is dope and the color blocking is good. I think overall it's a fun shoe to wear. I don't like the pouch. It's not something that I could see myself doing, but again, it's detachable, so I could just take it off and I could stop complaining about that. Again, the mix of textures and materials for the upper is just really nice. It's cool to see a bunch of different things going on here, and I love the nod to Jiminy Cricket. I've never actually been to Disneyland. I've been to Disney World, but I don't recall seeing Jiminy Cricket recycling bins. But the fact that he used Jiminy Cricket for that nod to Disneyland, I think is super dope. He's obviously grown up around that area, and I've seen pictures of him and his kids on Instagram, and they're always going to Disneyland and stuff. So I think it's kind of a cool conceptual pair of sneakers that he made. Now, the ugly truth about these sneakers, though, unfortunately, is that they're just not hyped up, and Sean doesn't have the hype that he had when he had Nike on his back. Now, is it because he doesn't have Nike, and is that the main reason why? Is it because the models that he chose doesn't really speak to the masses? What do you guys think the reason is for the decline in hype from Sean Wotherspoon collaboration sneakers? There's no disrespect to Sean at all. I think he makes a really cool product. And even though I didn't buy these originally, getting them from Kicks World is nice because I can actually see them, try them on, wear them, and appreciate what he actually created with these sneakers. He created a really cool conceptual sneaker that he likes, and I think that that speaks volumes. Sometimes as a creator, though, you have to try to balance like the what does the public want versus like this is what I want to create, and sometimes that balance can be off. Like when I did my collaboration with Saucony, I created that based off a Technique 1200 turntable, which really was just for me because I wanted to create something that was a nod to my beginnings as a DJ that helped me become the sneakerhead or the sneaker person, I guess, that I have been today because of DJing and the doors that opened. So that's the reason I stuck with the Technique 1200. If it wasn't like a consumable colorway and model to other people, that's okay, because for me, it was just worth creating something that I wanted at a small scale. When you have a larger scale audience, though, and you're creating something that is unique, there again is that just threshold. You have to have it be unique, but you have to have people have some sort of desirability of that product. And I don't think it's a non-desirable product, it's just not consumed by the masses. And I think this is, again, the double-edged sword of the hype train. I think that if he came out with this first and then did the Nike stuff, this would have a lot more respect on it, but because it went the other way around and he did the hype stuff with Nike first and then trickled down to doing something more grassroots and something more his style, it just didn't really work out well for the masses. But that's just my take on it. What do you guys think? Leave a comment again. Appreciate y'all for stopping by and watching. If you guys want to check out Kicks World, save 30% off, link in the description. If you guys want to buy the base version of these shoes, check out the link in the description as well. It'll take you over to Adidas. I'm honestly excited to see what else Sean brings to the table because I like his creative energy and I like that eco-friendly aspect that he brings to the table to the masses. Hopefully the next collaborations will be a grand slam for him. But anyway, thank you guys for stopping by and watching. Hope you have a good rest of the day. Subscribe to the channel if you guys would like the video if you like it, and hopefully you'll see you back for some more videos. All right, peace guys.